Yo, 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 hey guys, Rowan here, and welcome back to Fallout! The original, the classic, the game that started it all. Completely over-researched by yours truly, test after test after test. I suffer so that the rest of you may flourish. Yes, and we're gonna finish off what we can do right now in Junktown here. I am going to continue staring at every object and thingamajigger in the wasteland because science. And you never know when a funny dialogue may pop up. Casino sign, part of the sign contains an electric motor that's slowly spinning the attached neon sign. Looks like an advertisement for Gizmo's Casino sign, okay. Alright. And then, apparently we've got the edge of the map over here. Okay. Good news is we've started to kind of see... Oh, large pile of rocks. So you look closely, you can see the face of the little old man on the sides of the stones. Neat. See, we found secrets. Not really, but, you know, I feel vindicated. So, from here, we're getting close to where I'm going to spend an unfortunate amount of time just gambling. And what the gambling's going to involve is just holding down buttons on the keyboard. We're not going to gamble here because I want to get my luck to max before we do so. So we're going to wait until we get to the hub to gamble. But we're getting close. We're certainly almost ready to just basically have infinite money, as you do. It's you know, kind of a necessity in the wasteland to just have all the resources. Not just some of the resources, all of them. I mean, when you think about it, that's all raiders are really trying to do. They don't just want some of the resources. They want all of the resources. They want everybody else's resources. And I can respect that. You know, that is a life goal right there. You know, because other people have resources, and why should they? Ain't Junktown a sight for sore eyes? You know what? It certainly gives me sore eyes to see Junktown. That is true. Oh. Is time passing when we talk to people? This guy just suddenly popped into existence. Tough-looking, muscular man. You male dressed in protective leather clothing. So we got boxing guards there. Alright, well, we'll talk to that gentleman soon here. That is very interesting there. Life's a pisser and then you die. I like that one. I mean, truer words were never spoken. If it wasn't for life kicking you when you're down, well, I don't know what we'd have. Wooden boxes are falling apart from weather. Wooden table painted puke green color, that's beyond repair. We found something. New dialogue. Pile of wood with some rusty, useless nails embedded deeply. Alright. See a dog. He seems to be following you. Aye. He's a great companion, this dog. Alright, we've been in there. Scum pit, huh? Can't look at the sign. Sign reads bar. That should be pretty self-evident. I mean, no need to get snarky, game. busy. Leave me alone. I'm busy standing here in front of this barrel. That is entirely fair. I respect your life choices, sir. Okay. So, I'm going... Oh, Gizmo's Casino, a hive of gambling and underworld activity. Careful, they say the games are rigged. Also another reason that I'm not too keen on gambling here. So, going to save over my tests. Continuing onward. And we're going to roll some speed checks here. Hey, can I ask you a few questions? No, go away. If at first you do not succeed, try again. And try, and try, and try. Oh, how I try. Come on. Talk to me. I know you want to. I'm very persuasive, but not really. Yeah, I'm not particularly being persuasive here. I'm on duty. Make it quick. Can you tell me about your boss? Gizmo's a fair man. Pays good, works easy, don't make trouble, and everyone will be happy. No cheating. I love this place. No cheating. Debtors will be shot. I think I'll visit Cynthia tonight. This job bites the bone. Boy, my neck hurts. So, he loves this place, but he hates this job. Okay. You know what? Whatever you say, chap. Can I ask you a few questions? What else is there around this town? Hey, if you want to have a little fun, stop by the crash house and ask for Cynthia. She's worth it. Actually, I forgot to do this to the other guy, but we'll do tell me about here. We'll do tell me about Casino. Yep. Tell me about Gizmo. Tell me about Junktown. Tell me about Killian. Tell me about Store. Deathclaw. I hear people talking about it, but I've never seen it. They say it roams the desert, striking mostly at night. Okay. Alright, so we've seen what they have to say here. Gambling table, craps table, roulette table. Okay. We're not going to gamble here. As tempting as that is. Making the big bucks now. Grr, this place sucks. Yeah, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing okay. Baby, these slot machines are mine. Leave me alone, I'm on a hot streak. Making the big bucks now. Pathetic loser, he looks unhurt. Well, I mean, he's gonna be hurt if we call him a pathetic loser. It's not very nice. It's a little hurtful. Gambling machine. Slot machine. Nah. Not if the games are rigged. No, thank you. See a gambler. Baby, these slot machines are mine. Give me something to drink, will you, bub? Alright. I'm not getting you anything to drink. Get your own. Okay. Gambler. Okay. Roulette dealer. No, thank you. I talk to you? No, let's not gamble. Eventually we will, but not here. Okay, so got more gambling stuff in here. Stinky chairs, good, good. Why would we choose the stinky chair over the comfy chair? That's what I want to know. Alright, how about you, good sir? Heavy man wearing heavy... Or heavy male. Human male wearing heavy steel armor. Okay. So, we are not going to talk to Gizmo here. Because we do not want to get forced into trying to assassinate Killian. Which is the exact thing that happens if we talk to him. So we're just gonna leave him alone. Apparently, if we're just wandering around in his office, you know what? He's fine with that. Completely okay. Easily the most corpulent individual you have ever seen. Kind of little rude, really. Ezo. Ezo says nothing. Alright. Got a locked door there, so we're going to ignore that for now. We found a box of noodles. You have no idea what instant spaghetti means. Well, it is now mine. I have obtained the instant spaghetti. The power is mine. Okay. Whoops. Don't want to go into my backpack. Alright, and we'll search here. Nothing of note. Okay. So, we're done talking to people here inside the casino. We're gonna go on over to the scum pit. So let's do a quick save here. Now, one thing of note. We do not want to talk to Neil, or it will trigger an event in here. We don't want to talk to this man with the filed teeth either. Or basically, we'll have to pass some speech checks and he'll get riled up. We want to save that until we're ready to do the event in here. Barfly. Hey, buddy, can you spare some change? Jaeger. Trying to drink here, not drunk enough. Could you pass the peanuts? I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. Too soon? Alright, we're not gonna steal this. It looks like a small gold trophy with a clasp and bronze plaque. Modern version of alcohol still could generously be called a microbrewery. Okay. He looks overworked. You see Neil. Very normal wooden door, alright. Wooden door in fair shape. Very normal wooden door. Member of the Skulls gang. You're on Skulls turf, stranger. You better leave. Member of the Skulls gang. Get out of here. Alright, we'll talk to the waitress here. See nothing out of the ordinary. Welcome to the scum pit. Can I get you something to drink? Yeah, well, we're not going to buy anything right now. Actually, can I ask you some questions? I guess so. Who owns the bar? Neil owns the bar. He's a good guy. Always treated me right. We used to date, but he got a little too serious for my liking. I don't want to be a widow. Who is Gizmo? Gizmo runs the casino. He would like to take over Neil's bar, but Neil doesn't want to sell. Killian and Gizmo do not like each other. One of them will either have to leave town or be buried beneath it. Well, let's talk to you. So, let's talk to you about Sherry. Never heard. Wait, is this not Sherry? Oh, Sherry's a different person. Hold on. Looking at the wrong page. Did I not? Trish. Her name's Trish. You're talking to me. Casino. Gizmo Duck. Junktown. Killian. Store. Deathclaw. Alright. So, Gizmo runs the casino. Yep. Did we already look at this? Alright, Gizmo runs the casino. He would like to take over Neil's bar, but Neil doesn't want to sell. Killian and Gizmo do not like each other. One of them will either have to leave town or be buried beneath it. Alright. So, little drama there. I think this door is unlocked here, so we'll just stroll on in here. Wooden dresser. With nothing. Whole lot of nothing going on. Nothing. Okay. Wooden bookcase. With, you guessed it, nothing. Fantastic. So we're also not going to talk to this gentleman over here, man with dusty leather armor and a trench coat and gas mask, because the first time you talk to him, you get a chance to improve your outdoorsman skill, and we want to use all the outdoorsman books to boost the skill as high as possible before doing that, for maximum efficiency. So we are going to talk to Eastmark here. Yeah, what do you want? Well, let's first have you tell me about Eastmark. Why do you ask such silly questions? I am that person. Casino. Gizmo. Junktown. Killian. Store. Deathclaw. Alright. It's all basically information that we've seen before. Pretty generic tell-me-abouts. We're gonna be nice to him. Hey, good singing. Thanks, what can I do for you? Do you do music anywhere else? Yeah, I sing at the hub sometimes. And I visited the Brotherhood of Steel in Adytum with the caravans. Why do you ask? So he's gonna add some map markers, which is perfect. That's exactly what we need. Can you tell me how to get to the hub? The hub? Oh, it's just a short distance down south of Junktown. What else? I need to know how to get to the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood is a couple of days west and a little bit north of here. Don't go there, though. They won't let you in unless you're with a caravan. Do you need anything else? How do I get to Adytum? Head southwest to the hub. Adytum is part of the Boneyard. It's a small, semi-industrial town. I didn't like it much there. What else do you want? Never mind. Thanks. Alright, we'll talk to him again. Hey, good singing. Where did you learn to sing? I picked it up here and there, learned a little from an old singer in the hub, and got some music from the scavs in Adytum in the Boneyard. You know, just take some practice. Oh, thanks for your time. Alright, so we got very valuable map markers. Absolutely important. And then we're going to come up here, and we're going to talk to this gentleman here. So, of course, let's save. It's late, come back some other time. Oh, interesting. He won't talk to me right now. So, talking to people does pass some time, it seems. Which is something I wasn't 100% aware of. Well, what if we use our first aid book? Alright. So that won't change anything as far as what we can do. Alright. Completely fine. In this case, we can't talk to this gentleman right now. We will proceed onwards. So, as always, folks, I got more testing to do. More research. More headaches. So, I'll see you folks there. Alright, so let's continue on. I've done more testing and conversations off camera. So, we're not going to head to the hub yet. We're going to skip the hub and head to the Boneyard. So, we need to be careful because we need to avoid encounters. Now, there are special encounters we could run into. So we are going to hope that that happens. Off camera, I got some really good ones, but now that we're actually proceeding forward, who knows? So, this is the exact kind of thing we don't want. So we're going to reload, and we're going to try again. Now, there's a very good chance at exactly the same time we're going to hit something. So let's see what happens. Because I've had that happen before. No? Ah, just about there. Encounter. Okay. So let's try again. If we get a special encounter, that's great. I'll take that instead. So let's try again. We have a lot to accomplish here. And time is ticking away. So we got a merchant encounter. However, this still burns up time. We either want no encounter or a special encounter. So let's try again. We'll see what we can get here. We definitely are starting to become more and more concerned about how much time has passed in-game. Okay, that's a no encounter. Poseidon Gas, Los Angeles County, California, the Playground of America. Hard to read this text, so not really sure what the rest of this says. So we're going to go to Adytum. Welcome to Adytum, stranger. Watch yourself. We'll be watching you. I'd like to enter. Zimmerman might have a use for you. Come inside, but remember, we're watching. We're always watching, Wazowski. Alright. So, a fenced village patrolled by guards waits defiantly to the south. See a fence. Okay. Regulator, one of the guards of Adytum. Can I ask you a few questions? What do you want to know about? What do you do here? I'm one of the regulators. It's our job to keep the peace in Adytum and protect the town. Our boss, Caleb, could tell you more. What can you tell me? Can you tell me more about the Boneyard? East of us are the followers. They are a bunch of peace nuts. East are the Blades, a bunch of skags, if you ask me. Away south here is the cathedral, where the children have their religious center. How can I get inside? Sorry, but we have to be careful of strangers here. Too dangerous. Maybe you can do some work for Zimmerman. What do you know about the children of the cathedral and the followers of the apocalypse? They're both a group of nuts. The followers want everyone to be peaceful and happy. They don't realize that the world is too harsh for that. The children have some sort of god they worship in their cathedral to the south. They have a hospital, but they're a little too weird to be on the level. Well, why don't you tell me about some things here? Why don't you tell me about Adytum? I don't know anything about that. That's here. Zimmerman. He's the mayor. Junktown. Junktown, if I could spell. Isn't that the city north of here? Necropolis. I hear it's out east. Store. Tyne stores underground near the gate. And if we ask about Boneyard, sorry, no clue. No idea what that is. Nothing, never mind. If we actually pull out a weapon here and then talk to him, you better put your weapons away while you're here. So, we're not going to antagonize. Welcome to DM Stranger. Watch yourself. We'll be watching you. I'd like to enter. Zimmerman might have a use for you. Come inside. Remember, we're watching. So, both these guards just say the same things. Human male wearing heavy steel armor. Alright. Tin doorway. Dirt. Lots of dirt. What we got here? Ladder. Ladder leads into the darkness below. Let's go. So we'll loot this place. Lots of shelves. Items. These are miscellaneous items, also known as stuff. Okay. Alright, let's check everything here. Not much to see. Dog meat, get out of the way. Don't you dare block me. Alright. So we're going to talk to this gentleman here. See a cheery man with close cropped hair. Hello, stranger. What can I do for you today? Well, my name's Albert. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Tyne. Can I ask you about the hub merchants? I do some trading with them from time to time. Mostly I sell bullets in exchange for food. What's your take on Adytum? Ain't a bad little town. Zimmerman's a fair man. Maybe not the brightest guy. And of course we got Miles. Probably the only man in 100 miles who knows anything about science. Okay. Tell me about... Tyne. You never heard of yourself? Alright. That's here. Zimmerman. He's the mayor. Junktown. Necropolis. Store. Yeah, alright. I'd like to do some trading. So he's got some trade inventory here. No need for us to trade right now. Great doing business to you. Come again. And if we check the different tables here, he's got some different items available there. Some high explosives, which could come in handy down the road. Check this as well. Alright. Yeah. Just some odds and ends here. Alright, well, Mr. Tyne, who doesn't know who Mr. Tyne is, see ya. He seems rather confused. Alright, so we're just gonna poke around a little bit here. Watch yourself. You know what? You watch yourself. What do you want? Stay in line. What are you looking at? Alright. Bunch of stiff. Hey, let's not go tearing off. Open the door. Not so hard. Just open it. Nicely crafted wooden door in good condition. Excellent. You know, honestly, I'm starting to fill up on stuff. What I better do here, I'm just going to pile up all this stuff. Yeah, unload the weapons here. Yeah, pile up all these items on poor Ian here. He is the greatest pack mule that ever pack muled. Sorry, buddy. Alright. That should get me significantly reduced here on my carrying weight. Yeah, total weight 12. It's a lot better. I think I already looted this, didn't I? Yeah, nothing there. Okay, just a bunch of nothing. What is this? Can we... Street light provides illumination after night falls or in darkened areas. Kinda actually does, too. Which is cool to see. Stay in line. You stay in line. Okay, more street lights. Street lights. People. Alright. We're not gonna sing Journey. A, copyright. And B, well, once you start singing Journey, you can't stop. So, I'm resistant. It has taken every ounce of willpower not to sing. And besides, I don't want to make anyone's ears bleed. Not today. We got a lot of regulators here. Looks like we're going to be short food again. Looks like rain, as always. Don't get many outsiders here. Good day, if that's what you can call it. Hope the rain ain't glowing like yesterday. Yeah, whatever. I'd get back to the hub if I were you. Gotta get back to work. Okay. Just a lot of disgruntled inhabitants. Okay. Inhabitant of Adytum. Okay, so we got another building here. So I'm not going to talk to this gentleman over here because he's one of the major quests here. Looks like we're going to be short on food again. 4 beers. Nice. Some type of homebrewed beer. Absolutely fantastic. Okay. Chairs. Lots of chairs. Wooden bookshelf. You might be watching me, but I'm still looting this bookshelf. Alright, and then we got some kind of underground bunker here. Perfectly good trapdoor. Ladder in the manhole leads to the darkness below. Ooh, scary. Oh, in that case. So we got some kind of panic room here. Alright. With loot. Backpack. Basic backpack with optional carrying straps. Average size bag made from weaved Brahmin hairs. Unfortunately, the backpacks and stuff don't let you carry more. They just let you organize your inventory better. So, yeah. Unfortunately, not as exciting as it looks. Okay, a lot of guards here. Oh, there's the bumpers. Okay, well, Puppers doesn't want to talk to me. Okay. Well, we'll just call this Adytum. Let's talk to this gentleman. Good day, might I be of some assistance? You have the look of someone important. I'm Caleb. I train and organize the regulators here. Can you tell me a little bit about Adytum? Nice enough town. Me and the regulars work hard to keep it that way. Anyone in particular you want to know about? Who runs Adytum? Adytum here is run by John Zimmerman. He's an upright fella. Takes good care of the town. You should go and see him. Anything else? Tell me a little bit more about Adytum. Who does trading here? Don runs a shop over near the gates, down below the little bunker. He does all the trading with the hub and with outsiders like you. Anything else? Can you tell me what's going on here in the Boneyard? Yeah, I guess. We get the blades up north, pretty pathetic herd of people. And the gun runners a little north and ways east through the Deathclaw Playground. I don't like the sound of Deathclaw Playground. Also ways to south here, you have the children of the cathedral, who run a hospital and a big church. Up a little bit to the north and to the east, you got the loony followers of the apocalypse, who are all peace types. What's the history behind the regulators? Yeah, we're the police force for Adytum. Most folks around here know enough not to cause any trouble. I'm in charge of training the regulators, making sure the skags are working hard enough, and that no one moves in on us here. Anything else? Tell me more about the children and the followers. Well, the children of the cathedral all live in this big black church-type building. They have some sort of big god and they go around trying to convert people to their cult. Where can I find Zimmerman? You'll find him in the big building to the southwest. He might be able to put enough sentences together to let you know that we're looking for some help with the Blades. What's going on with the Blades? They done something to Zimmerman's half-witted son, but like I said, go talk to Zimmerman about it. Can I ask you something else? Sure, what else you want to know? Well, why don't you tell me about, Caleb. You're talking to me. Adytum. That's here. Zimmerman. He's the mayor. Junktown. Isn't that the city north of here? Necropolis. Okay. Store. Yep. Why don't you tell me about Bruno? But we don't talk about Bruno. No, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno. No, no, no. Encanto reference, if you're not familiar. Alright. So, have a nice day. Thanks. You have a good day, too. Okay. So, let's see. Nobody in here. Alright. Getting stuck again. Gotta get back to work. Sure you do. Alright, let's save right here. Let's talk to this large, muscular man. Good day, what can I do for you? May I ask your name? Why, everyone just calls me Smitty. Probably because I'm the local blacksmith. Fallout New Vegas has a weapon called the Smitty Special. Direct reference. Can I ask you a few questions? Ask away. Where did you get all your shop equipment? Why, any competent blacksmith can make up his own anvil. Of course, I really just sort of learned the craft by practice, but I made most of my own tools. What all do you make here? Mostly I make and repair tools and implements here. I also fix things for the hub merchant. With the help of Miles the chemist, I reload bullets from time to time. Can you make guns and bullets? Well, building guns and making shells takes machining, and I just don't have the tools for that. But with the help of Miles the chemist, I can reload old brass, since I can cast bullets. Alright. Nothing else, thanks? Sure. I'd like to buy something. I'd recommend that you check out Tyne's store, just to the side of the old gates. I don't actually sell anything here. I trade it to Tyne to the hub merchant for goods. Okay? Well, what can you tell me about Smitty? You're talking to me. Adytum, Zimmerman, Junktown, Necropolis, store. Okay. Now, see you around. Sure. Okay. So, we shall search the stuff here. Stuff, miscellaneous stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. Why am I saying it that way? I don't know. Why do I do any of the things that I do? Very to little reason. And I is good at words, too. Ooh, assault rifle. Can't see the full description. I'll take more beer. An AK-12, 112 5mm assault rifle, an old military model out of use around the time of the war. Can fire single shot or burst using high velocity 5mm rounds. Minimum strength 5. 24 shots of 5mm JHP. Okay. Awesome. A brick of small lightweight Words are hard. Brick of small lightweight ammunition, caliber 5mm, jacketed hollow point, weighs 1 pound. I can is word. Is word good? Alright. And I have some beer. Some other stuff here. Alright. Pack mule Ian. Very pleased with his pack muling today. Okay. So now we got this lady to talk to. Hello there. Hi, are you new here? Yes, I am. I'm called Albert. I'm Lorraine. Can I ask you a few questions? I suppose. What do you need to know about? Can you give me some information about the Boneyard? This used to be a big city called Los Angeles, but the bombs hit really hard. No, there's just the Angeles Boneyard. We Adytowners are just trying to survive in the wreckage. So, what can you tell me about Los Angeles? Oh, sure, lots of people lived here. From what I hear, the survivors hid in a big place called a vault and came out years later. Some of them started the Regulators and then founded Adytum. Well, others formed the Blades. The Gunrunners aren't from here originally. Where's this vault? Well, supposedly it was somewhere south of here, but I don't know really. I think everyone left because it was broken. Can I ask some more questions? Tell me more about the Boneyard. Tell me more about Los Angeles. Tell me about the vault. Well, what's the deal with airline food and the Regulators? They keep the peace around here and control all the money coming in and out. The rest of the people here pretty much work for the Regulators and ain't the most forgiving job. Many of them don't ever see beyond the fence that surrounds this place. Ugh, nasty. Can I ask some other things? I suppose. What do you need to know about? Where are the Gunrunners from? I'm not really sure. I think they're from somewhere up north of here. What do you know about the Regulators? Thanks for the warning. Nice talking to you. I'm a scav. I work with Samuel to collect stuff from the runs so that we can use it to build and trade. How many scavs are there? Oh, there's half a dozen of us. Samuel was the first one, and he's still the best. Can I ask some other stuff? Suppose. What do you need to know about? Tell me a bit about the other residents in Adytum. What do you want to know? Who do you want to know about? John Zimmerman. Zimmerman watches over our town. He makes sure that everyone gets fed and that everyone has a job to do. Can I ask about someone else? Caleb. Caleb's the leader of the Regulators. It's his job to protect Adytum. He seems to enjoy it a little more than he should. Can I ask about someone else? Miles. Resident chemist. Miles makes bullets, and he also built the water distiller that makes sure we get clean water from the well. He's working on an underground farm right now, but he's missing some parts. What else can you tell me? Tyne. Tyne runs the shop. It's in a bunker near the gate. He trades the hub merchants for us. Okay. Smitty. Oh, Smitty's a tinkerer of sorts. He's good at repair work. He casts bullets and fixes broken stuff around town. Nobody. Nice talking to you. Okay, can I ask you about something different? What do you do for a living? I'm a scav. I work with Samael to collect stuff from the ruins so we can use it to build or trade. How many scavs are there? Oh, there's about a half a dozen of us. Samael was the first one, and he's still the best. Can I ask you about some other stuff? Why doesn't everyone here do that? Well, you got the death claws out there. Plus the Regulators take a percentage off the top. Plus some for protection here in Adytum. Guess people don't have the upfront cash or the guts to stare a death claw in the eye. What's the deal with the Regulators? Okay, we've seen that. How do you avoid the death claws? We only scavenge after dark, and we're very good at what we do. Samuel's got a little test that he likes to throw out at people before he lets them become scavs. What's the test? Samuel is the person who hides somewhere within Adytum during the day. If he can't find the student in an hour, then he lets the person join the next scavenger party. Seems to work. You're still alive. Yeah, although it can be rough. It's very dangerous, especially if you're caught. No doubt. Okay. Why does everyone do that? Death claws. Still sounds dangerous. Well, you got the death claws out there. Alright, so we've seen that. Okay. Let's ask her to tell us about Lorraine. I don't know anything about that. Well, she doesn't know about herself. That's fair. Junktown. Necropolis. Store. Okay. Never mind. Nice talking to you. Okay. So a lot of just random civilians roaming around here. A lot of regulators. Okay. As much as you try, you cannot think of a way of moving the well to the vault. That is indeed a shame. Mutated Krarn stock seems to be thriving under these conditions. Okay. Looks to be mutated cabbage. Seems to be thriving in the warm weather. Okay, so just a bunch of more random people here. Alright. So we're almost done exploring this section here. Alright. Thin man in a white smock. I don't believe we've met. I'm Miles. What can I do for you? That smock makes you look like a scientist. What are you studying? I'm a chemist. Mostly I make primer and powders so that we can reuse the brass casings from bullets, but I also dabble with some other chemicals. Where do you get the sulfur, potassium nitrate, and other chemicals? It's unusual to find someone who can appreciate chemistry, but to answer your question, some of the materials we get from hub merchants, others I manufacture or just find in the area. For instance, the dung heaps from the Brahmin are a good source, as well as some of the strains of fungus that I cultivate. What other chemicals do you work with? Well, I've been trying to get some strong acids so that Smitty can use them for etching, but I've also been trying to make some permanent dyes and inks. But without access to natural inks, it's been difficult. So, you make bullets for Adytum? Yes, although Smitty is the one who actually casts the bullets, I just refill the brass casings. But the hub merchants make a profit off you in the town. Yes, well, we have to make a living. Since the hydroponic farms aren't functioning, we have to buy food from the merchants, and bullets are the only things we have to sell. Well, I could try to get the parts to fix the hydroponic farms. Really? That would be wonderful. We're just missing a few parts, but I'm sure that you could scrounge up the right pieces. We could be self-sufficient. Samael might be able to give you some help. Have you found the parts yet? Not yet. Who did you say I should ask about them? You'll need to talk to Samael. You can usually find him in the tent down by the farms during the day. Well, Miles, why don't you tell me about Miles? Adytum. Zimmerman. Junktown. Necropolis. Store. Okay. And let's see. So we've got a way down here. Ladder leads into the darkness below. Table planter has been filled with dung and mushrooms are happily growing in it. So just lots and lots of mushrooms. So this would be the hydroponic farm, it seems. Okay. Don't believe there's anything of note down here, but we'll just do a quick once around here. Never be too careful. Don't want to miss a thing. And we don't want to miss a thing. Okay. Yep. Alright. So just a bunch of dung and mushrooms. Alright. So, let's see here. We got one more place here. Crowbar. Alright. Just extra stuff. I'll take any extra loot I can get. And we'll never complain about free stuff. Okay, I might complain a little. But I mostly won't complain about free stuff. Mostly. Okay. So now, we have the main event. What we've came all this way to do. We're gonna talk to Chuck. Good luck, Chuck. See a dark-skinned man adorned with bright scars and trinkets. Hello, stranger. May I be of service? I'm just looking around, thanks. And what do you think of our town? It's okay. It is home. I know what you mean. I've seen a lot of suffering. Yes. Unfortunately, I think it is a kind of crucible. That by surviving these hard times, we come to rely on each other and learn the skills we need to survive. I think, eventually, mankind will be better for it. I don't agree. I've come across many groups and gangs and raiders in my travels. They've become petty killers and thieves. I think that we all risk that eventually. They will eventually destroy themselves, and the people who will be left will be the ones who work together to survive, like us. Perhaps you're right. Certainly, those who survive will be stronger. I'm glad that some of the outsiders, like you, feel that way. We need to find ways to work together to build something new. It won't start here. We're too regulated, but it has to start somewhere. Good journeys, Wanderer. So, we don't want to ask what he does around here. We're going to say, we'd like a little advice. Chuck pulls out a set of tarot cards. Let me consult the cards. Chuck shuffles the cards. Chuck pulls out a card with a picture of a man with a vibroblade and a flag. The Prince of Swords is in the north. You must face the powerful foe to the north. Do you actually believe this stuff? It works for me. If you don't want to believe, then it's not for you. Well, I guess we each have our own beliefs. Indeed we do, and your universe is shaped by your beliefs. Well, my universe is shaped by my own thoughts. We may not share beliefs, but I wish you well in your universe. So we don't want to select the other option, or we will insult him, and he will not read our fortune anymore. So we're going to be nice. Looking for advice. Pulls out a set of tarot cards. Pulls out a card of a picture of a radio tower, and a card of a picture of a man in a suit with a scepter. The tower and the emperor. Great change awaits by the hands of a powerful leader. Whether the change is death, I cannot tell. Thank you for the advice. Good journeys, Wanderer. Looking for advice. Alright. He pulls out a card of a picture of a man dancing on a nuclear warhead. The Fool. I cannot help you. You must make your own way in the world. So that, the Fool card, gives us +1 permanent luck. Thanks for the advice. Good journeys, Wanderer. We get no message that increased, but now we see we have excellent luck. However, we can get 1 more point. May I ask what you do or want around here? I'm a farmer. I also like to do a little bit of work on the buildings, restoring them and keeping them intact. And sometimes I give advice. What kind of advice? Pulls out a set of tarot cards. The Fool. I cannot help you. You must make your own way in this world. Thanks for the advice. Good journeys, Wanderer. So, we now have heroic luck, which also bumped up our gambling. which is very important. An extra 6% means we're going to win more often. We also still have our eye missing. As you do. Yes? Well, tell me about Chuck. Words. Words are hard. Spelling's harder. Zimmerman. Junktown. Necropolis. Store. Okay. Stopping by to say hello. Hello then, I hope you're doing well. Good journeys, Wanderer. So, we're feeling really, really good. That's a big stat boost right there. We're basically significantly stronger for that. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go do some more research. And I will see you folks there. Alright. Alright. Let's continue on, shall we? So, there's a number of people in this area that we're not going to talk to, but we'll talk to quite a few. The signs of gang activity are evident in the partially rebuilt nightclub and tiny outposts here. So there is an area off to the right, but it's full of death claws, and we're going to avoid it for right now. Some junk that you think might have been bed matters before it was destroyed by the environment. Okay, a little bit of typo there. No details worth mentioning about these wooden boxes. A lot of time in your hands be looking closely at rotting junk. Okay. Graffiti. Definitely useless junk, no doubt about it. Okay. Smelly old chair used to be car seat. Springs lost their spring. Metal table's not been treated well. Rust is very pervasive. Okay. Pile of old cardboard boxes. You cannot believe they've survived for this long. We don't get many outsiders here. Gotta get back to work. Hi. Hello. Have you ever seen the rain glow? I wonder if it'll rain. Okay. Nice weather we're having today. What? Why are you talking to me? They'll hear you, you know. Who are you? I'm Greg, but don't let anyone else know, or they'll come find me. Why are you so jumpy, bro? Jumpy? I'm not jumpy. Just careful. They all say I'm paranoid, but I'm the one that's gonna be here when they come to get us. Tell me about Greg. That is my name. And that's the only thing he will answer. Come get you? Who's coming to get you? You can't make me! See a man, he quickly stares intensely in your eyes, then away. Hi, you're back. Don't talk so loud. They're out there. Uh-huh. Just coming to get you. Who, Greg? Who's coming to get you? Okay, he doesn't want to talk anymore about it. Street light provides illumination after night falls or in darkened areas. Okay. You determine this vehicle will never drive again. Really? There is no way that this junkyard wannabe will ever drive again. Okay, definitely useless junk. Rusty metal barrel. It is empty. Okay. Rotted and weathered wood. Not worth its weight in, well, anything. Okay. So, bunch of street lights. We could leave the area. Up here, we're not going to do so. Okay, we'll go in here shortly. Ooh, big old truck. The ruined remains of a diesel truck. This hunk of metal will never move again. Rusted piece of scrap metal cannot be restored. If the mechanic of the year suddenly appeared next to you, both of you could not fix this rusty heap. Okay, fair. Worth a shot. Twin bed matters that has seen many better days than this one. Somebody didn't know how to spell mattress. There seems to be a serious lack of spelling mattress here. Diesel trucks beyond help, way beyond help. Newspaper machine's empty. This automobile is in terrible shape. You cannot think of a way to restore it. Yield sign. The sign's faded, but you can make out the word yield. Okay. Anything of interest here? Bed matters in terrible condition. Even the rats thrown sleep on are in it. Okay. Wood with rusty, useless nails embedded deeply. No details worth mentioning about these wooden boxes. I apologize. The dusty boxes are making me want to sneeze. Definitely useless junk, no doubt about it. Wouldn't that be incredible if the dusty environment in the game actually was causing me to need to sneeze? That would be some VR realism right there. Find no details worth mentioning about these wooden boxes. Alright. Wooden table in fair to middling condition. Okay. Chair looks like it's seen better years. Wooden box is falling apart from the weather. Okay, okay. Makeshift bed. Material scavenged from some other source. Okay. So, just a bunch of non-usefulness. Okay, let's go over here. And the area we don't want to go to is up that way, so we're going to leave that alone. Okay, couch. Wooden table. Yep. Don't get many outsiders here. Fairly ordinary wooden table. Okay. Another bed. No details worth mentioning about these wooden boxes. Okay. You know, you could say, Rowan, you don't need to examine everything, but we found some interesting dialogue, so... Old barrel made from steel, okay. So, I like looking at everything. I have no intention of stopping. It's working lamppost at night. It casts a pale gel light that reminds you of absolutely nothing. Huh. Okay. The Blades Razors. Advertisement for Blades brand razor blades. Okay. Oh, actually, carbonated water, caramel color, aspartame, phosphoric acid, potassium benzoate, protect taste, natural flavors, citric acid, caffeine. Strong, stout man with bushy beard. Hello, lad. What might you be looking for today? Who are you? Well, I'm Micray. I help the Blades some against the Death Claws and that regulator bunch, teaching them a bit about protecting themselves against those nasties. What kind of stuff do you teach them? Well, my specialty is fighting with my fists and taking a punch or two more than the guy throwing them at me. Do you think you could teach me anything? You seem to be an alright lad, but me time's busy with keeping the Blades schooled. things were to straighten themselves, I might be having the time then. Alright, can I ask you something else? What else would you be looking to know? Well, who are you? Have you seen the Deathclaws? Seen them, I have. Ran like hell, I did. If you're looking for them, you'll find them over there. He points over to the east. Alright, can I ask you something else? Who are you? What's the deal with the regulators and airplane food? Or airline food? What? I was thinking the Deathclaws were the spawn of an unnatural act, but them regulators, they're evil. Come once a month or so and they shows their ugly faces and drag a father away from his wee ones. Oh, anything I could do to help? You be wanting to talk to Reza. Good lass if there ever was one. Anything else I can ask you? Yeah, what's the deal with the regulators? Yep. Okay. What can you tell me about the Blades? Good group of people is what the Blades are. Stuck here between the damn regulators and the Deathclaws. Ain't meant the happiest life for them, but they survive. Alright, can I ask you something else? Alright. Tell me about... And, we'll ask him about McRae. You're talking to me. And there's nothing else that I've been able to find that he will talk to us about. Dugan, craver of Nuka-Cola. So, speaking of which, there is all this free Nuka-Cola. Just begging for the stealing here. Too bad we ran out of diet. Alright. Yes? I'm just looking around, thanks. Don't stop wasting my time. What do you do around here? I pontificate on life a lot and help the Blades understand the true meaning of Nuka-Cola. What's so good about Nuka-Cola? It's the stuff of life. Well, actually, if I don't drink it on an hourly basis, I get a splitting headache. Is that all? That doesn't seem to help anyone that much. So, he raises his eyebrows at you. How much of that stuff do you drink? About 5 liters a day. Can I ask you something else? Yes? What's with the Nuka-Cola? It's the stuff of life. Well, actually, if I don't drink it on an hourly basis, I get a splitting headache. Can I ask you something else? Who's in charge around here? Razor's the woman you'll want to talk to. Tell me about. And I believe the only thing he'll tell us about is Dugan. That is my name. Alright. Gotta go. Have a nice day. So we got some free Nuka-Cola here. Bottle of Nuka-Cola, flavored soft drink to the post-nuclear world. Warm and flat. Delightful. Intense young man. Hello, I don't think I've seen you around here before. Can I help you with anything? Who are you? I'm Michael. My wife Christine and I live here as Blades and help with what we can. Can you tell me a little bit about the Boneyard? Sure, to the south is Adytum. Over to the northeast you'll find the Gunrunners, but you'll have to get through the Deathclaws to get to them. To the west is the Followers of the Apocalypse, and to the far south I hear there's some kind of church. Why do you all live here? It's not as bad as it seems. The regulators and the Deathclaws can cause problems, but our leader Razor's helped us a great deal over the past months, and more recently McRae has been showing us how to protect ourselves better. Alright. And then let's talk to his wife Christine. Very beautiful young woman. Hello, can I help you? Who are you? My name's Christine. I live here with my husband Michael. Oh, by the way, Michael won't do a tell me about that I found. So, who's in charge around here? Razor keeps track of most things of the Blades and helps us organize ourselves. Can you tell me a little bit about the area? Michael and I just moved here, so I haven't seen much of the area. I've heard about a large church to the south, but it mostly sounds like rumors. Is there something else I should know? So, this is fun. This is just a phonetic code. So what she's saying here, and this is in reference to all the Nuka-Colas I picked up, but see the itty-bitty ducks? Them are not ducks. Oh yes, them are. See the itty-bitty wings? Why, I'll be. Them are ducks. What else can I help you with? So, there you go. That's what's going on with that. That's the big secret there. And tell me about, she will actually respond to her own name. Why do you ask such silly questions? I am that person. But it doesn't seem like she'll respond to much else. So, we are not going to talk to the leader of the Blades, Razor, because there's a bit of a bug that she can turn up dead. We are going to steal all the throwing knives here. So we're just going to leave Razor alone. Haha, funny, funny, Razor of the Blades. You know. Oh, no, let's not talk to you. So, yeah, we'll leave Razor alone. Bed's seen better days, probably nights too. Bookcase, okay. Okay. You know, some of the chairs aren't too bad. So a lot of the Razors here, not a whole lot that they'll actually say. Okay. Alright, let's look around here. Chairs falling apart quickly. Wooden boxes falling apart from the weather. No details worth mentioning. Okay. Okay. Pretty much all seen those before. Okay. Couple stains of dubious origin on this well-worn sleeping device. Gross. On closer examination, you determine the sheets have not been changed in a very, very long time. Seen the rain glow? I have not. And I don't really want to. So, refrigerator out of coolant. Okay. So all these people just generically talk. So nothing of interest there. Razor's over in that room. Oh. Stop talking to Ian. So yeah, just generic people around here. So not a whole lot to do here. Pile of old cardboard boxes. You cannot believe they've survived for so long. Okay, no details worth mentioning about these wooden boxes. Member of the Blades, yep. So, all the Blades, very generic here. Another fridge. No loot, alas. Another fridge out of coolant. Although, even with coolant, I think the fridges would probably need some working electricity, so probably not going to really be a benefit. Okay. So not much to see here, and as I said, we're going to avoid the leader of the Blades, like the plague. Nope, okay. For a second there, I thought I had accidentally clicked on her and was running up to say hi. Too bad we ran out of diet. For shame. So, let's go over to the next screen here, where we can meet the followers of the apocalypse. In the heart of the city, a great library, fortified and restored, rises with forbidding yet graceful presence. You feel a sense of peace. Emblem. Emblems used by the followers of the apocalypse. Okay. Yep, these are good people here. So we'll run around the outside first before we go on in here. Yeah, not a lot to see so far here. Okay. We've seen a stop sign, a red sign with the word stop written in large block letters. Okay. Talk to you. We must protect ourselves. Knowledge of life. Glorious day to you. Street light could provide illumination in darkened areas if it wasn't completely broken. Fair enough. Sign should mark what street it's on, but the letters have faded into obscurity. You see signpost. Okay. What we got here? Newspaper machine's empty. It looks like it once held adult magazines. Alright. Well, let's pop in here. We're not going to talk to Chris Adytum here. Clearly a reference to one of the developers. Definitely uses junk, no doubt about it. Because he is not very friendly. So we'll just avoid talking to him right now. We'll come back, talk to him eventually. Okay. Someone paid you a lot of caps, and you could use steel britches. You might consider sitting in this chair. Okay. Buzz off. Buzz off. Okay. Buzz off. Twin bed matters. That has seen many better days than this one. No, nothing there. Wooden tailpane, puke green color, it's beyond repair. Nothing in the desk either. Alright. So, we'll just leave these thugs alone. Knows what goes on below the children's casino. Nicole says that knowledge of our enemies will help us prevail. Katja must be around here somewhere. Katja knows what goes on. Seek knowledge, protect us from the children. Welcome to the followers of the apocalypse. Please respect the sanctity of our library. All knowledge is holy. Glorious day to you. Please be quiet. Quiet? Please be quiet. I'm trying to study. Okay, well, that's fine. I'll be quiet, but I won't be quiet. Nicole helps us understand the holiness of knowledge. So somebody say we must find that book for Nicole. Okay, I must find that book for Nicole. I saw some Nicole has the knowledge to resurrect lost knowledge or something. Knowledge protect us from the children. All knowledge is holy. Nicole helps us understand the holiness of knowledge. So basically, the followers of the apocalypse, like Fallout New Vegas, very much all about knowledge. So, I've already, of course, fully searched this place off camera, but we're going to do so again on camera. And we'll come back and talk to Katja. Fun fact, I have a cousin, Katja. Pile of old cardboard boxes. Good looking metal table, except for the rust. Very nice looking chair. Good looking metal table, except for the rust. Wooden table and fair to middling. Ah, there. Easy to miss. Hidden item right in. You're standing right on the item I'm trying to loot. All knowledge is holy. Yeah. I do not appreciate you standing on my items I'm trying to loot. Alright, bud? Guns and bullets. Odd choice for, you know, these folks, but I guess they're trying to protect themselves, so. And of course, if we click on the wrong spot on the large bookshelves, we'll try to pick up the whole bookshelf, which we cannot do. We're not going to talk to the leader of the followers, Nicole. We're going to wait until later when we're on Destroy the Mutants quest to do so. So, we'll just leave her be for now. And we're going to loot all of the wonderful stuff we can steal here. So, how does this compare? Military Police Baton, Heavy Wood, minimum strength 3. It weighs it's damage 1 to 7 compared to 3 to 11. Nothing in that locker. Nothing in the desk here. We have a bunch of robes on the ground here, though. And if we look at these, robes from the Children of the Cathedral weighs 10 pounds, so that will be useful later on. Cole drives us to resurrect what has been lost. And here we go. Ice chest full of guns and ammo. Alright, we're at our maximum weight capacity. Well, time to load up our mule. Here you go, bud. Enjoy. Such is the life of a mule. Yeah, unload all the gun magazines here. Take all that. Throwing knife. Knife balanced specifically for throwing, made of titanium and laser sharpened. Minimum strength 3. Alright, you take all that, bud. Okay. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I want all the loot. Please and thank you, Desert Eagle. Can't really see it very well here in the loot screen. Ancient Desert Eagle pistol, .44, a Magnum. Interest in the late 20th century films made this one of the most popular handguns of all times. Brick of ammunition, .44, Magnum caliber, hollow points, weighs 1 pound. Okay. Here you go, bud. Take all this extra stuff because it is too heavy for me. And when we trade him stuff, you can just carry basically infinite. So, yeah, my mule, yeah! Alright, let's continue checking bookshelves here. Even though I know that pretty much none of the bookshelves have anything. Ice chest here. We have some stim packs. And even better, some Rad-X. Anti-radiation chems to be taken before exposure. No known side effects. These are going to come in handy because we'll eventually have to go to the glow, which is highly irradiated. So very, very happy to find that. Training mat. Old style ice chest. Hinges are in good working condition. Locker. Oh. Okay. Oh, come on. Let me in. Makeshift bed. Good looking metal table except for the rust. A broken porcelain sink. There's a small puddle of brown water in the basin of a floating dead rat. Delightful. So we just got some training mats, huh? Interesting. Alright. Let's loot these here. Nothing. Okay, loot you. Nothing. Tables and chairs, of course. We got a fridge here. They have so much just free loot lying around here. Absolutely wonderful. Some fruit, strange piece of fruit, no preservatives, no additional food coloring added. And, of course, a doctor's bag. You're kind of in my way, bud. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, staircase leads down. Okay. Nothing on the bookshelf. Nothing on this bookshelf. Nothing on this bookshelf. These miscellaneous items, also known as stuff. Okay. And we'll go down here. Seek to protect us from the... We seek knowledge to protect us from the children of the cathedral. Studious follow the apocalypse. Okay. Nothing on the bookshelves. We'll continue searching all of them because, you know, why not? Yeah, I think these are all just gonna be the same. Yeah. We'll loot all these here, regardless. And I'm pretty sure they're all empty. Okay. Hideous ghoul. Please depart. I am attempting to retire here. Come back during the day. Which is fine, because we didn't want to talk to him right now anyway. Okay. It's very confusing that a lot of the male followers are dressed exactly like me right now, so kind of throwing me for a loop. What can you do, I suppose? Wonder if the book they're looking for Nicole is the Guns and Bullets that I picked up off the floor? I don't know. Please be quiet. You be quiet. How quaint that you asked me to be quiet. Quite what? Quite friendly? Quite annoying? 'Cause that's what you are. let's go in here. Nothing. Nice looking bed. Okay. Dog meat. Please move, puppers. Don't need you blocking me. Okay, we got an ice chest right here. With some knives. Just extra loot. Alright. So, now, we're not gonna talk to Nicole, we're gonna talk to Katja. Because we're here for Katja. Alright, so we're going to save here. Alright. Hello, Katja. Or Katja. However you want to say it. Alright. You're not from around here. Who are you? Name's Albert. And what, may I ask, are you doing in the Boneyards? Well, first tell me who you are. Alright, fair enough. I'm called Katja. What's it matter to you? Why so hostile? Look, 90% of the people in this city fall into one or more of the three categories. Demonetization, murderers, or thieves. I'm a thief, and you actually seem polite, so that makes me wonder, okay? Call it survival instinct. I'm not from around here, so I really don't think I count. Huh. Well, guess I can't argue with that logic, so what do you want? I'm looking for a water purification chip. Can you help? Water purification chip. Sorry, I don't know anything about that. Don't see much of that kind of tech here in the Boneyards, except maybe the stuff Miles works on. Miles, where can I find him, and could he be of help? Miles lives in Adytum. He's a scientist, mostly working with chemistry. If anyone could scrounge up a water chip or make a replacement, it would be him. What can you tell me about Adytum? Adytum is my original home. A little too boring for me, though. It's a fenced-off and self-sufficient town in the south end of Boneyard, and not as far as the cathedral. We trade sometimes with the hub. What can you tell me about the Blades? I've dealt with them before. They're not too bad as far as gangs go. They have a hideout in an old club with some outposts. If you're careful, you might even be able to get some of them to talk. What can you tell me about the Gunrunners? The Gunrunners used to be a real gang, but they went soft. They started setting up a deal where they trade weapons that they get from their victims or buy from the hub. Since nobody here is up for the trip to the hub personally, they do pretty good business, even though their prices are high. What can you tell me about the Followers? Followers of the Apocalypse are a group of peace preachers who live in a large library near the heart of the Boneyard. While they haven't been wiped out yet, I can't say. They're lousy combatants and have no understanding of the real world. But other than that, they're polite and well-educated. What can you tell me about Adytum? Adytum is my original home. A little too boring for me, though. It's a fenced-off, self-sufficient town in the south end of the Boneyard, and not as far as the cathedral. We trade sometimes with the hub. I need to know about the area around the city. Boneyard's a pretty hostile place. I've never had the opportunity to leave, though I suppose I'd take it. Let's see. Just south of here, you have the cathedral. There's some sort of cult there, but I stay away from them. Something sinister is going on there. Also, I've heard about a trading center called the Hub, and caravans occasionally show up, but I've never been there. I don't plan to stay in this place. Actually, let's ask her, can you tell me some more? Boneyard's a pretty hostile place. I've never had the opportunity to leave, though I suppose to take it. See, just south of here you have cathedrals, some sort of cult there, something sinister going on there. Also, a trading center called Hub. Okay. I don't plan to stay in this place too much longer myself. No kidding. If you're looking for another hand, I'll sign on. Better than spend the rest of my existence in this hellhole, right? You're a welcome addition. The desert's not much more fun. Alright, looks like we got a little ass kicking to do. Boom! 200 experience for picking up Katja at the Boneyard Scav. So we've got a new friend, and she really Doesn't like dogs or children or pretty much anybody. I hate dogs. So yeah, every time we talk to Dog Meat, she makes it clear she doesn't like dogs. What's up? Change formation? Move out to long range? What kind of combat skills do you have? I learned how to be a scrapper from my time in the Boneyard. I'm good with knives and some machine guns. My favorite's throwing knives, of course. Okay. Tell me about... So she has a lot of tell me abouts. So let's ask about Boneyard. The Angels Boneyard's all that's left of the old city of Los Angeles, mostly divided amongst warring factions these days. War. The war brought misery and death all over the world. I sure hope that something like that never happens again. But from what I've seen, there's not much hope for humanity. Adytum. Adytum used to be my home, but those people are just too paranoid and reclusive. They'll never survive by withdrawing from the world. Followers. Followers of the apocalypse preach peace and tolerance. Too bad it just doesn't cut it in this world. Cathedral. Cathedral's a monumental structure south of Adytum, by about a day's walk or so. It's run by a weird cult that worships some sort of dark god. Chip. I don't know where you could find such a relic of old technology. Necropolis. What, the city of the dead? Isn't that a myth? Medic. Followers have a medic on hand at all times. Healing. You should go see the medic at the followers if you need healing. Vault. Weren't the vaults like big underground shelters? Junktown. Small town north of the hub, I think. Shady. Shady what? Shady Sands. Shady Sands? Never heard of it. The Hub. Hub's a huge trading center of all sorts of stores and merchants. Store. Gunrunners sell stuff, and there's a store in Adytum. Deathclaw. Ugh, the Deathclaws are all over the Boneyard. I'd rather not even think about them. Huge and aptly named. Children. I don't like kids. Or dogs. Brotherhood. I hear there's some sort of high-tech monks. Base. Suppose there must be some remnant of the old military. Apocalypse. You mean the big war? Wow, you sure have led a sheltered life if you don't know anything about that. Mutants. I've seen a rat with 3 eyes once. That's about all I know about mutants. Morpheus. Think he's a high priest for the cathedral or something. Booze. No thanks. Chems? Ugh, I'd rather not. I watched a friend die from an overdose of psycho once. Not pretty. Zimmerman. He's the mayor of Adytum, a fair, somewhat vacillating man. Regulators. I'm not sure what vacillating means. You watch over Adytum and keep under control. Scabs. I used to be a scab. We'd go out at night and try to find useful stuff in the ruins of the Boneyard. Very dangerous job. I got sick of Adytum, though. Blades. They're a group of cast-offs who live outside of Adytum. Nicole. She's leader of the followers. An intelligent woman and good-hearted, too. Psychics. Can't really say I've heard of that. If I could spell it. I'll have to double check. Merchants. Merchants trade with Adytum occasionally and sell to the gunrunners. How am I spelling psychics so badly? Alright. Well, now we've got another person in our party here. We did gain 200 experience for getting her. However, we still should be fine as far as things go. So, let's cut out here and I'll do some more testing. See you folks there. Alright, so I finally figured out how I was misspelling this. Let's try again. Psychics. There we go. I get feminine intuition occasionally, if that's what you mean. Also, we do need to steal from her, because she does have some things on her. Yep. Like a stim pack, which not allowed to have. My stim pack. And she can travel light right now. Ian's gonna get all the rest of the junk here. So there you go. The rest of the stuff I will carry here. And then we need to head to the hub. So we need to watch our timer here. We're definitely gonna be cutting it close. We need to finish everything that we want to do before we hit the 50-day mark. So it's gonna be tough. We're gonna try our best, though. Okay. So we're gonna hit up the hub here. And no encounters. Thank you. Alright. To the south, you see a large city. Outlying farms surround the town. There's much life in this desert oasis. So. Oh, yep. That's Katja there. So, not a lot to talk to here. Caravan wagon converted from the remains of an ancient automobile. Okay. So, a bunch of caravanners here. Most of which you do not wish to talk to me. Except for this gentleman with a shotgun here. We'll save. Up we go. Yes? How can I be of service? What are you doing out here at this hour? I'm a security guard hired by the merchants who own the goods in these carts. Dangerous job, but it pays well. Just the other night, one of my co-workers was killed while watching over the caravans. What is this place? This is the hub. It's a trade center for the waste. It's the biggest city I know of. You can find just about anything you could want here. And if you're looking for work, this is the place to be. Seems like just about everyone here is looking to hire you for something, be it legal or not. Can you tell me where I can find a water chip? Water chip? I've never even heard of one of those. What are all these carts doing here? These are the caravans that I'm guarding. The merchants cart goods to just about all corners of the waste. Junktown, the Brotherhood, Shady Sands, and numerous other places. This looks like the same caravan I saw earlier. Well, I guess you could say that. After a while, they all start to look the same, but believe me, they're not. Where would I go to get a job? You could just about ask anyone here in the hub, or you can check one of them job bulletin boards. There are a few of them around the hub. What is this place? What are all these carts doing here? Okay. What is it that you trade? Well, lots of stuff. General stuff people need to live. Food, water, lots of water. Since water probably is the most scarce commodity in the waste. Okay. Trade. What is it you trade? Okay. I think that's pretty much everything he has to say, and the only thing he'll tell us about is John. That is his name. Alright. We'll look around. Well, let's not open that. When gate, it opens and closes, and opens and closes. We got some Brahmin here. Burning metal barrel. Barrel contains burning paper and other flaming refuse. Domestic animal, two-headed mutant cow. Yep. As you do, I suppose. Alright. So yeah, for the most part, there's not a lot to see right now here in the hub. We'll poke around a bit. Plus, because it's night, not as many people out and about. Visit the Maltese Falcon for refreshing drinks. Move along, enjoy your stay. Greetings, stranger. Keep your nose clean while you're in our city. Keep moving. Welcome to the HUD. I'd keep clear of Decker if I was you. We're here to prevent and survey. Alright. Fair enough. Don't talk to this gentleman here, Dan. He will basically attack us. If we don't talk to him, we're fine. So, we'll just leave him be. And poke around his house real quick. Sorry, you need to speak to my husband. I'm not supposed to talk to anyone. Please see my husband. Alright. Dan's wife. Brace helps support the defensive wall. Interesting. Mutated cornstalk seems to be thriving under these conditions. Tired, please leave. This isn't your home. I'll call the police. What a day, I'm exhausted. I'm not in your home. It's the middle of a field. Crude but effective agricultural cart. This isn't your home. What, do you go around bothering everyone? Well, how rude. Mutated cabbage, thriving in the warm weather. Keep clear of Decker. We will keep that in mind. Nicely crafted wooden door in good condition. Yeah, the one thing that's going to take us a good chunk of time, once we're ready to do it, is the gambling. The good news is, since we've upped our luck to max, we got our gambling skill to 60%, we should have a fairly okay chance to win. So. And because we have good barter skill, we shouldn't need to gamble as much. Do I necessarily have to go that route? No. Follow the main road if you're looking for the market. It's a lot of guards around. Just a lot of guards. Slightly unnerving, really. Of course, all this stuff and nothing to steal. Just, it wounds me deeply. How rude. Okay. And then we got police station here. Alright. Nothing to see. Yep, alright. Grr. Deputy Fry. Because it's nighttime, he's not going to talk to us. Alright, we just need to make sure we don't get penned in by our allies, because, you know, that could be game over right there. See, my allies are totally in the way. Toilet. Yuck. Whoever used this last did not flush. Gross. Absolutely gross. Alright. Oh, nothing. Alright, I think we already... Yeah, we already went in there. So we just got this place right over here to check out. Okay. Nothing in the bookcase. Alright, we'll save and then we'll talk to this gentleman here. Welcome to my humble house. What can I do for you? Could you tell me a little bit of information about the hub? Sprawling city, the largest I've seen in my life. Center of the town lies to the south, with the other areas branching off in each direction from there. Where can I find supplies? I get everything I need from Mitch down by the Maltese Falcon. Just head south from here. If I was looking for a job, where would be a good place to start? I occasionally do a stint on one of the caravans that head out from here. If you're looking for that kind of work, just talk to one of the trading houses. I'm partial to Fargo traders, but I've worked with all of them. Where can I find supplies? I get everything that I need from Mitch down by the Maltese Falcon. Just head on south from here. Alright, can I ask you another question? Where can I find some ammo and weapons around here? Well, I buy most of my stuff from Beth over in the weapons store. Got a pretty good selection. Will mentioning your name help with the price? Maybe a little? Probably not. She's sweet on her bodyguard Sid. But you might want to try Butch. He runs the Fargo Traders, which owns her store. What would I do if I was looking for something a little more exotic? I get everything I need from Mitch down by Maltese Falcon. So, he didn't give us information there, but if we go back and ask him again... I heard there's some guy over in Old Town that deals in stuff with a little more punch. What do you do around here? I get by, I hire onto the caravans when I'm a little short on cash and work for the farmers down south a bit. Can I ask you other questions? Who's the law around here? Well, you probably passed Deputy Fry on our way down here. His boss is Sheriff Green. You'll find him in the police station most of the time. Can I ask you any other questions? Tell me about Gunther. Why do you ask such silly questions? I am that person. Alright, thanks for the info. Goodbye. Okay, so the time has come, folks. We're gonna save here. And we need to make some money before we do a whole lot else. So we're gonna ignore everyone right now. Psst, come here. We'll deal with that later. We're gonna end this episode on a gambling note. Ah, now the Maltese Falcon's the place to be. Good music, good drinks, and good company. Alright. Place your bets. You currently have 78 caps. How many would you like to bet? Alright. Let's do this. Gambling. We go. So we need to win a little. Sorry, better luck next time. So losing right away is just not gonna work. Winner, you push. Nope. Alright. We have very limited funds. Believe me, once we get going, we'll be fine. Winner, you get double your money. Do you want to play again? Alright. Just need a small pile here. Want to double your money. Double your money. Double your money. Triple your money. Triple your money. Double your money. You can get to like 500 caps here. We'll go from there. Come on. There we go. Triple our money. Double our money. Come on. Alright, that didn't pan out. Should have saved when we were up. We push. We push. Double our money. Double our money. Okay. Double our money. Triple our money. Okay, we're gonna save at this. Okay, I think we're good now. We're now just going to hold down 4 to select max bet, and then 1 to just repeatedly bet. And this is it. It's kind of hard to see our caps. We can sort of see it going up. We are going to be winning more than we're losing overall, so our money should climb fairly quickly. This is why we specialized in gambling and went and upped our luck, so that we're going to end up winning more than we lose. It's still going to take a fairly long time, and we need a lot of money. Like, a lot of money. Why do we need so much money? Well, we need a ton of money to basically buy stat upgrades from the Brotherhood. And then we need a ton of money to buy all the skill books that we need to bring our skills up to max. So, we have a lot of work to do here. So we're gonna do what we can though. We're gonna basically get all set up with as much money as we could ever possibly want. And then from there, the plan is we'll finish off Hub. We'll buy a bunch of stuff. So we're going to need some extra cash as well. So we're basically going to go on a shopping spree here. Now, I know this may seem really cheesy, but for our min-max approach, this is basically what we need to do. Because we need a boatload of money. We want to get the intelligence implant and the endurance implants before we really level. It's impossible to do before level 2 because getting into the Brotherhood is going to level us. But, you know, we basically are going to get just a pile of money here. And I had to switch fingers there because I was starting to cramp up. So we're just holding down buttons here. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to get our giant pile of money here. Then we're going to go, we're going to buy all the skill books that we could ever want. Just a boatload of skill books. We're going to buy a bunch of chems, because we're going to use chems to, you know, raise and lower our stats as we need. We're going to wait on using the skill books, basically until, well, alright, I shouldn't say that. We're going to use the Outdoorsman skill books first, because we do need to bring our outdoorsman skill up. That's going to reduce travel time. We need to be able to travel across the world quickly. So that's really important. So getting our outdoorsman skill raised, very critical. Then, we're going to buy... So we're going to get the skill books. We're going to buy chems. We'll buy some armor. Some weapons here. Well, might as well. While we're here. Then we'll get a bunch of the extra skill books. Because as I said, we're going to really only max out outdoorsman right away. Because it takes time to read the skill books. And what we're worried about right now is once 100 days have passed, there's 2 quests we can no longer do. Quest at Necropolis, where basically there's the watershed there, which is where we want to go for the main water chip storyline. But mutants will have taken that over once 100 days pass, so we want to get there before that. And also there's a faction that will leave the vault once 100 days have passed. So basically, we have to use a bunch of time to upgrade our stats at the Brotherhood of Steel. It's going to take us 3 weeks for the intelligence implant, the first one. Then 1 week for the additional intelligence implant, for the low intelligence one. So that's 4 total weeks right there. Then 1 week for endurance. So we got 5 weeks. So 5 weeks times 7 days, that's 35 days gone. Well, if you might have noticed, we're running low on days here. So we are just going to lose those 35 days. So basically what we do is we're going to have to go from here. Then we're going to buy up all the skill books we need. We're going to use the outdoorsman one, so that should shorten our travel time. I need to switch fingers here again. Whew. All right, I'm just passing off my fingers here because this is, as you might expect, just not a delight to do, really. So we're going to toss all the extra skill books that we're not ready to use, which we're going to get the first aid ones, the science ones, the repair ones, small guns ones. We're going to pile them all onto our allies. Okay? Then we're going to travel to the Glow. We're going to get the holodisc that we need to get into the Brotherhood of Steel. So we're going to get into the Brotherhood. We're going to go get our stat surgeries. Now, if our time's looking dicey, we may wait on the endurance one. I'd rather sacrifice some hit points over sacrificing skill points. So, something that we may need to do. I'm hoping not. But the reason that I did things in the order that we've already done, which did use up time, is I wanted to ensure that we could get dog meat. So I needed a leather jacket. So we had to go to Vault 15, which took additional time. Talking to people has taken some time, but not pretty negligible. So really, we have spent a little bit of extra time because I read a first aid book in Shady Sands. And I did that to pass time because we used 2 outdoorsman books and a first aid book. We used those all to basically get to daytime. So there was some method to the madness. May have seemed just like pure madness, but there was method to it. So next, what we need to do is, once we go to the Glow, we're going to use the Rad-X that we have. We're going to go use the rope, because we still have 1 rope. We're going to use that to go down in there. There won't be any fighting, so we don't need to worry about that. Unless we go down to the lower floors, which we're not going to do. We're going to get the holodisc that we need. Now, there's traps down there. So we're going to have to contend with that. It's a little bit of a problem. Once we go to the Brotherhood of Steel, we are going to get a bunch of experience. It's going to level us up once. As long as we don't check our character sheet, when we gain the intelligence, our skill points will bump up. If we check our character sheet, that won't happen. So we have to avoid checking our character sheet until after we've gotten the intelligence implants, and we'll have higher skill points to match. So, what we're going to do from there is we're going to get just the intelligence and just the endurance ones, because those aren't retroactive. Again, if we're low on time, things are looking a little suspect, then we'll pass on the endurance one, excuse me. We'll pass on that for the time being. I'd rather sacrifice hit points over anything else. We'll see how our time looks. It's gonna be tight, because we need to hit the vault and we need to hit Necropolis. Now, at Necropolis, we're going to have to actually fight. So, we may also have to use some Guns and Bullets magazines, because we have like a negative chance to hit right now. We are really, really combat inept. Good news is, we can fix that. I'm hoping that we can hit the vault first, because we need to cure our blindness right now. Our eye damage. Because that's dropping our perception. That's not great for us. It's not helping. So we need to deal with that. We're going to basically try to go Glow, Brotherhood, then back to the starting vault, then to Necropolis. Now, assuming we manage to do everything without the time running out, we shouldn't miss any quests. But again, it's going to be down to the wire. Because once it hits 50 days left, that's it. So, I don't believe I've really lost any time that we could have had, because we've avoided encounters. Encounters add time. So that's why I've been ensuring we're avoiding random encounters right now. So that's been part of the strategy here. It's just avoid, avoid, avoid. So, yeah, I'm very, very worried about the time remaining that we're going to have. Ideally, what we also want to do is, before we return the water chip to the vault, we want to hire the water merchants to deliver water, but we can do that after we have the water chip. It's not a big deal. So, ideally, we're going to have to hit the vault before Necropolis, but if the time's not looking good, we might have to do Necropolis first. I'd rather not. I'd rather hit vault than Necropolis. Really, I'm hoping as well that Outdoorsman makes a significant difference in map travel time. And I know it will. It does impact it. The question is it going to impact it enough? Because from my calculations, I'm going to have like something of 15, 20 days wiggle room to get around the map to the places I need to be. Now, I mentioned before we're not going for the best endings in this game, and yeah, we would have to have our time a lot tighter to get the good endings. Not a big deal, because I'm probably going to, like I did in Fallout New Vegas, after we've completed all the quests, we're going to basically lay ruin to the waste. Because once we're strong enough that we can take on everybody, let's take on everybody. Let's have some fun with it. Let's show the people of the wastes just what they're dealing with here. So, as you might be able to see in the background, and ooh, gotta switch fingers again. Ooh, cramping up. We are getting really close to the 100,000 mark, which is gonna be pretty good. That's a lot of caps. And one of the reasons that I was so determined to take skill barter, even though a lot of people don't like taking barter, it's not a popular pick, is, to be quite honest with you, I wanted to spend less time doing this. I could have taken something else. Really could have. But honestly, I think cutting down purchasing prices is good. Let's have cheaper stuff. I don't see any reason why I'd want to pay full price for anything. So, that's my thoughts on the matter. We're gonna have cheaper purchasing of all the goods that we need, especially the skill books, which are going to be very, very pricey. They're going to take a lot of the money that I'm making here. We're going to need a pretty good chunk for the stat upgrades. After time's not an issue, then we'll go get the other stat upgrades. Once we've gotten the water chip back to the vault, we basically have infinite time. I've heard there's like a 13-year time limit. In the original game, you didn't get that much time. You really didn't. But in the later patches, the ones that removed children from the game, that basically a time limit was changed. And I can see an argument either way. Some people prefer the original time limit. I kind of like the idea that we can just wander around and fully map out the entire map, which you couldn't really do before. You just didn't have that kind of time. Hey, we're almost over 100,000 here. So, that feels pretty good. I'm really hoping like 150,000 thereabouts, 200,000. Once we kind of get into that range, I'm going to be feeling pretty good about life. We should be able to do a fair bit with that kind of money. 1,000,000 caps would be grand, but the amount of time I think I'd need to spend to get to 1,000,000 caps, yeah. I'm just hoping that with my combination of barter skill and gambling skill here, I have minimized the amount of time. Because I thought to myself, how fun is it going to be to watch me sit here and hold down buttons for like 14 hours? And spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure it's not fun. I am sure there's some of you that probably already tuned away. And I do not blame you. This is not great. But it is a necessary evil. There really isn't any better way to do this, to be quite honest with you. So, we have to do what we have to do to get the things that we want accomplished in this game. So, let it never be said that Rowan didn't make the sacrifices that must be made to achieve greatness. So, I mean, really, once we get the gambling skill up from leveling, infinite money code unlocked, as far as things go. Like, what are we ever going to need money for again? Really? It just is kind of silly at that point, because we'll be winning a lot more than we lose when gambling, and could just sit here and go up even faster. Higher your gambling skill, the quicker this goes. And the higher our barter skill, the less things are going to cost, so the less time we need to spend doing this. So we'll kind of hit a stopping point once we hit about the 150,000 mark. And then I'll basically go do some tests, and then we'll reconvene. So, yeah. This is pretty much not my idea of fun right here. Certainly not the most ideal way to play a game, just holding down buttons and watching big number go burr. But, you know, we really don't have any other options to get enough caps early on for getting the stat implants. Like, I've looted everything we possibly can really up to this point for the most part, and if we sold it all, it would not be enough. It wouldn't do it. It's just not quite there. So, I should have looked to see just how much money approximately I was going to need. I didn't. Probably would have been handy to do, to be quite honest with you, but, you know, hindsight is always 20/20. So, yeah, 150,000, that is basically where I'm going to stop holding down the buttons for now. And then, basically, I'll run around, test more stuff, see what we need to do. We'll get a bunch of chems so I can stat raise and lower as need be. So I'm going to carry around all the chems I possibly can. I don't think they weigh much. I may have to give them to some of my allies if it's looking like our carrying capacity is a little suspect. So I also do want to try to get power armor as soon as possible, but we'll have to do that later. It's far more important early on that we get those quests complete before time runs out on them. That's my biggest fear right now for this whole series, is that I'm going to run out of time on completing the persuade people in the vault not to leave and the watershed stuff over in Necropolis. So it's gonna be dicey. Very, very dicey. I'm not really looking forward to that fact, but we're gonna do our best. We're gonna try to make it work. We're gonna see what we can do. So we'll just continue to avoid random encounters of any sort, unless they're special encounters. We want to try to find the alien crash site to get us the alien blaster pistol. We find that, we're basically set as far as weapons go. We should probably pick up some energy cells if we can. That way we've got them handy for if we do find the alien blaster. We get the alien blaster, we're golden on combat for the rest of the game. We're 135. We're getting really, really close. I'm feeling pretty good about this. 150. Come on. 150. That's what we need. You can do it, game. I believe in you. So anything else that we can talk about strategy-wise? Well, once we have the intelligence and endurance implants, all bets are off on gaining experience. We can do whatever we want, just start leveling. Once we start leveling, I think as far as skills go, speech, big priority right there. I don't think we need to prioritize gambling and barter right away. We may eventually put some into them, but I don't think we need to do so right away. I think it'll be speech. Big priority there. Lockpick. Katja can actually pick locks for us, but I would rather have the skill to do it myself. Why have somebody else do what you can do on your own? So that's really my thoughts there. So we will work on that. And once we complete Watershed and Vault 13, we'll hit Hub again. We'll hire the water merchants. They'll give us some experience there. We might complete some quests around the Hub at that point. Well, actually, it depends, because once we hire the water merchants, we add time onto our counter, so we don't need to go bring the water chip back right away. So I think that'll be completely fine. Not a big deal. Really, the tough part is going to be the Watershed. That's what I'm least looking forward to. But I think we'll be able to pull it off. I think it'll all be fine. I think. It's my theory. My Fallout 1 theory. So, we'll try to make it work. Oh, we're almost there. We are almost... Come on, almost there. Almost there. There we go. Alright. So, I actually think this is probably a good time to end the episode, because that took forever. So, thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you like what I do. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!